well, yeah, they have peak week and stuff like that.
Like,
but
it gets so crazy that motherfuckers will get like their poop removed. Like, and all that, I'm not even playing, bro. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Hustle Huddle. I'm here with my boy
Christian Roddy
and my boy Jesse.
That's in the sound.
There you go. We had to mute his mic because he was being annoying today. It's like, no, I'm playing. So yeah, what's up? What's up with your week?
Why do I always go first, guys?
Because I do the intro, bro. I gotta segue to you. I can't just go into my life because then they're gonna be like, damn, it's all about Sean, bro.
Damn, it is all about Sean. No,
Hey, it is. I'm the main character here. I'm
Sheesh,
him.
man. Got main character energy. No, week's been good. Another great week of pumps. Pause. Cut that out.
Hey, yo, keep that
Cut
in
that
there.
out.
Nah,
Cut
keep that in
that
there.
out.
Keep that in there. I like it. Another great week of pumps.
Nah, it's been good. Work's been great. Been killing it there. Been weird weather out here in San Diego. It's like it wants to be chilly and spooky.
It wants to rain,
but
so
it just
bad.
won't. It just won't.
I feel like it wants to rain for a whole week and it just won't get there.
No.
I think we get a little drizzle and then it stops and it's like, just kidding. I don't want rain.
Shit. But then that caught a little bit of the Padre games. That was good. I was actually, so obviously I'm repping Padres today, but I was low-key blown away by the power of that goose or whatever that we won game 2 in LA. That was wild. So pumped for that. We're actually recording this tonight.
Game 3 going on right now.
Right now. Like, I'm literally
it's 1-0.
watching
I'm
it.
looking right at the damn TV. 1-0.
but
Padres up the bat.
Jeez, don't want to jinx nothing. So before we get in all that, though, you went golfing?
Hell yeah, I went golfing. I went to the Crossings, bro, and I played like Tiger Woods out there. I damn near got on a PGA tour. Fuck.
Damn.
Nah, I'm playing. I shot a 97, but that's one of my best goddamn. And to shoot a 97 at the Crossings is good. Because
that's tough. That's one so of all the golf courses probably in San Diego that I've played, that's up there with one of the hardest.
yeah, no,
just
that one's fucking hard.
the amount of holes
It's just
where
so
you have
narrow, bro.
Yep. So the front 9 is okay.
Yeah.
There's a couple of ravines you have to clear, tough long par 3s.
Yeah.
But the back 9, I swear to God, it's like they made the most beautiful front 9 holes. And then the back 9, they
were
ran
like,
out of
don't
space.
even look at it, bro.
So
We
they're
just
like,
got cram shit in here.
yeah, I'm going over this mountain. I'm going down
Yeah.
this mountain. I'm going around this bend. Like, that is the tightest 9 holes that I've ever
for
had
sure.
to play.
And what's crazy
Pause.
is I shot better than on the back 9 than the front 9. So, but the front 9, I mean the back 9, like, bro, I like parred the last 2 holes and birdied the last hole, bro.
Yeah.
It was so dope. So yeah, I mean it was a good weekend. I'm trying to think of what else I did. I did something else too. What happened?
You played with one of our boys
Yeah.
who's a scratch golfer.
Yeah, he's fucking good though.
He's fucking good.
He's fucking good. He doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss. In the
doesn't
heat of
fucking
battle.
miss. In the heat of battle, he doesn't miss.
He actually just won a golf tournament earlier this year. But what I was going to ask is, how does it affect your game and mental state when playing with somebody that good?
Yeah, I think that's what it was too. Like, cause even his boys were good. Like his boy that we played with, like he's also a scratch golfer.
Yep.
And like, I think it was just being in the mindset of like, obviously, like you play around like good competition, then you're gonna be competitive. Like when me and you go out, we fucking bullshit like majority of the time, and we get fucking angry and like this is that. Yeah, he gets angry, but yeah, I mean it's good to have someone there like where I'm like, he's obviously a good golfer, and then he's like, basically like, yeah, don't sweat the shot, and I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right, and then I just go out there and hit a fucking beauty flush shot, and I'm like, damn, where'd that come from, bro? Like one of my shots, I like. It was 2 par 4s. Like one was a par 5. I hit my green. I hit my driver like 240, 250, and then I hit my wood another like 200. And I'm like, God damn, I never hit my wood like this. And I'm like, that was fucking crazy. And then I just end up fucking that hole up just because I end up getting like a 9 on that hole because I start chipping around it like an asshole. But then the next like par 4, next par 5, I drive. It goes like 230. I hit my 5 wood, my 5 iron, just because I was like kind of scared to hit my wood. Like that was a one-time be-all type of situation.
Used all the juice out of it today?
I lose all the juice out of it. Got to put it back in the bag and retire it. I hit my 5 iron, boom, like 5 iron right next to the green. And I'm like, God damn. And I chip on, bro, I got another par. I'm like, hell yeah. So I definitely feel the difference when playing with someone that's like actively like good golfing because it feels like, I don't know, like it feels like I'm actually like playing to like play versus like going out there and just to hang out with the boys. You feel me?
Which it's okay. Like I think understanding that difference is okay because then you know how your round's gonna go.
Yeah.
And with anything really, like one of the best ways to get better at golf is to play with people who are better than you. Just like in life, if you want to get better at something, do whatever that thing is with people who are better at it than you.
Bro,
like playing with people worse than you. That's one of the things that hung me up in my golf game so long from like being in the hundreds to like shooting under the hundreds was I was too intimidated to play with the good golfers. Like him, he plays scratch golf. Like I was like, oh, I don't want to slow them down. I'm not going to go with them because they'd invite me. And instead I played with my other friends that like never really played golf. Like they're going to have beers in the sun. And then so like my golf game never improves.
Just dick off all day. When realistically I'm here like trying to fucking fighting for my life out here with these scratch golfers. I'm like, God damn, hit the ball right. But it was dope though because I definitely played really well.
Good shit.
And my putts were fucking dialed. Like, what's crazy is, like, I probably would have shot, like, at least, like, another 3-4 strokes under because, like, 3 of my putts either landed, like, 2 inches short or, like, reamed around the cup and were, like, out of it. So I'm, like, a little upset because I got robbed off those putts. But, bro, one of my putts was, like, 20 feet out, bro, and it was fucking money. And it just hit the cup and rolled out. I was like, no way, bro. I was so upset. And that was for birdie, too.
Oof.
I was so upset.
So,
no, maybe that one was for par. I think it was for par.
Damn.
It was like a far par on a par 3, I think it was.
Okay. Well, glad you got out. I wanted to get out this week, but weather just kind of, like on the back end, like either Thursday or Friday, but weather just got in the way. But I'm glad you played well. I also hope the Padres play well.
We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Right now, they still 1-0 up the bat, my boy. So let's get into it.
By the time that they hear this episode,
the factor would already been done. Whoever the winning series would already been won. So
who do you got winning?
Bro, the Padres are probably going to lose. I'm not going to lie to you.
Damn.
The Dodgers are really good. I'm not going to lie.
All right. Well, you heard those. But
so, yeah.
What is crazy is what you were saying is like they got – so obviously they picked up good players like Machado, Soto, but they're really doing this without kind of like our star. Tatis, who's out for performance-enhancing drugs.
PEDs, bro. My boy out here hitting boomers.
And dingers.
He trying to be Aaron Judge out here and hit 61, 62 of them.
But what's crazy is, like, compared to other players in the league, like, he is a little bigger than some other people, but at like, shortstop position or third base. But honestly, he wasn't, like, crazy big. Like, looking at him, outside of him being a pro baseball player, because I think most of them are on it, I was like, yo, I didn't think I couldn't go either way. Like, oh, for sure he's on it or for sure he's not on it.
Yeah, I think it's more of, like, again, like, he's just got so much power behind him because of the PEDs, but I think
and training and
all that. Like, it's not like, again, like, he's not looking like fucking Barry Bonds out here. Like, this man's not looking like King Griffey Jr.
He was on something different.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, like the Padres are smooth, and again, but you got one of your best players out for something stupid. So
yeah, and I think that's a great example too of like you can never tell who's on or who's not on it because like Tatis,
you can tell who's on it.
Okay, well, most of the time. But I've also been surprised by how many people are on it and don't look like they're on it.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's because they've taken it for the short, like as a shortcut rather than like putting in the work.
Yeah.
So like Tatis and people respond differently. But then there's also people where it's like, obviously you are on that goddamn shit. You are too big.
Yeah, there's people out there that are clearly on it, and you like it, bro. And what's crazy is like I didn't realize like how many people were on PEDs until I got into the fitness industry. And I was like, damn, I'm trying to look like this dude. And then my boy was like, yeah, you got to get on some gear. I'm like, what you mean? My boy all natural. And he's like, nah, stop it, bro. Stop it. And I'm like, nah. I'm thinking motherfuckers that are on gear look like Ronnie Coleman all the time or fucking Phil Heath all the time, walking around looking like sidewalk crackers, bro. But realistically, some of these little skinny motherfuckers on gear too, and they just skinny and just... If a dude's yearly body fat percentage is like 5%, he on something. Yeah. he on something, bro. It's not a good diet either.
Nope.
No, I mean it might be complemented with a good diet, but guess what? He on gear.
Yeah, and I think that brings a good point because when you're looking at the fitness industry one, like you said, way more people than you think are on it. There are a lot of people you'd be like, oh, damn, like you're a genetic freak. Good job.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like we call it the fitness and health industry. And a lot of times people on that journey take so much of it or train so unhealthy that it's like you started as this to look healthy, to be athletic. And then where does it cross that border of like, this is no longer about health and it's purely aesthetic and it doesn't matter what I have to do because one, whether it's their insecurities at this point, like body dysmorphia, or because a lot of these people don't even step on stage once a year, once every 3 years.
Nah.
So it's like, what are they doing it for?
Again, it's all about aesthetics. They just want the looks, or they want the strength.
They just
like
don't give
I know
a fuck.
motherfuckers that just want to be strong as a motherfucker, bro.
I want to be that guy.
I just want to be the dude lifting the weights with the dust on it. You feel me? Like I want to be him, and I get it. Like I feel like big homie when I'm lifting hella weight too, but. Again, like and I think it's all about one, what type of gear you're taking, and two, like how long you're taking it.
Big facts.
Because like there's obviously like people like Tatis and like King Griffey. I mean not King Griffey Jr., but like Barry Bonds and like people that are in the NFL and in the NBA that get like tested for PEDs, but obviously don't have anything wrong with them because they do it that like the proper way. Like they're getting the top of the line PEDs, like they're getting
therapeutic dosage,
therapeutic dosage. Like they're getting the right amount. They're doing blood work. They're doing the proper like execution of like getting off of it. Like they're doing all the shit to like.
They didn't just get it
behind the gym. They didn't get it in the alleyway
from some guy
for some dude that got back me, bro. Like they got it from like a legitimate, probably like doctor who has like is giving PEDs out for people that need like actual like testosterone boosts for like people that are running TRT. Like that's what they're probably the shit that they're doing, and they're probably getting their blood work done, and they're probably getting like right amount of dosage per week, and they're on like a right regimen, and they're eating and training properly. Like that's why none of these people like leave with like fucking heart cancer and like heart health problems and don't have testicular cancer and still have kids versus like
some of the bodybuilders.
CT Fletcher who has to get his fucking heart transplant because he's over here passing out because he can't run down the goddamn block, bro. Like so like it just depends like on like what their needs are and like how they're properly doing it. Like
So the bodybuilding world is obviously the extreme of extremes.
Hell yeah.
And we would consider that unhealthy at the top level.
At the very top level. Yeah, for sure. It's unhealthy. Like, because, like,
but
again, you're taking, like, people that are taking trend, bro, like, that's for fucking bulls, my nigga. Like, that's a bull, like, it's meant for, like, an animal.
Risk
like,
versus reward ratio for sure.
Hey, but you gonna be looking like a motherfucking bull, too, bro. So, hey, there it is.
Yeah, and I think the people striving to compete at that level understand that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guarantee they do to an extent because I feel like a lot of, like, even like some of these like young kids are still on it. Like there's a kid that I used to work with that got on it at like fucking 19, bro. And I'm like, you're not even done fully producing your own natural testosterone. Like, why are you resorting to like the artificial shit, bro? Like, just go lift and eat food and you'll get there. Like, you don't have to go straight to PEDs. Like, and give an actual like diet and nutrition a try first.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think to a certain point, so like that was the extreme, and I think bodybuilding at the highest level is deemed unhealthy. Yeah. Now there's other people who take it and compete every once in a while in healthy dosages or therapeutic dosages. Yeah. Because it was crazy because like we've talked about it. Yeah. Guys 10 years ago or like 50 years ago
have way higher testosterone
than we do now.
Yeah, for sure. Because like you walk around and you see all these like your like granddad with these goddamn sausage fingers and like full all hairy and shit is cut and like just giant dudes because like. Again, like they're not eating all this like preservatives and like all these like foods that have like different estrogen levels. Even like soap and shit does that to you. Like the type of like detergent, like the type of soap you use, like will affect like your hormone imbalance.
For sure.
Like, so like all these like our older generation is sitting in that like 700 to like 1200 range, while we're sitting at that like 300 to like 500 range. Like of course, like. Yeah, but you get people like Tatis who are doing it, and it's like he probably sits around like that 600, 700, and then like needs that extra like bump to get him up to like 1,000. But it's like again, that's not like a crazy dosage to be at. Like that's still a natural level. Like the natural level of men's testosterone is like 300 to like 1,200 like
Yeah, when we looked up, it was 1,000.
yeah,
that
so
range
like
is
that
so
range
crazy.
is so huge, and that's only because our generation's on that lower scale, and then the other generation's on that higher scale. So like it has to be that way.
And people respond differently.
Oh, yeah,
like
people
there's like
respond
super responders, and then there's people that don't respond at all.
Yeah, there's people that, bro, I watch them get on it, and I'm like, bro, what happened to you, bro? Like, what was the point of you getting on there? So you just wasted like $300, $400 to look like that, bro. All you did is gain some extra weight, bro. That's it. So
if I was a pro athlete,
yeah, I'd get on it.
If it was like I'm in the league one more
Bro,
year.
if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God, bro.
But, again, I don't advocate for it. Don't recommend it.
Yeah, don't
I'm
get on PEDs.
not on
bro.
it.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
I think there's a risk.
That's bad.
Risk versus reward ratio.
Don't do it.
But again, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Hell yeah,
At
bro.
that level. Like
at that level, at a professional level, all I'm going to get is a slap on the wrist. All right, cool, slap my wrist.
Because, again, I think for the general population.
And I guarantee there's way more
people on it than you think
that are in the league, bro. And I guarantee.
And it's not always just like we say PEDs, and we're not saying testosterone.
Yeah.
Like we've named a couple like Trend and Winstrol and clenbuterol and all that kind of stuff. But again, it was like when they announced it, I can't even remember what the specific drug was, but they originally called it like a metabolite.
Yeah.
Like that could just be something to help him like recover. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be like testosterone. It doesn't have to be something that's literally like something crazy, but like it's
like there's people in the Olympics that get disqualified for crazy things, like random things that help them just like
lung capacity and shit. Like it's not even for like muscle. It's just literally for like lung capacity. Like there's people on like gear in there for like just again for having better like stamina, like for running and sprinting and all that good shit. So
that was kind of, I guess we were talking about testosterone bodybuilding. And that's kind of changed over the years. I actually think it's not as extreme as when I got into fitness. Like when we had Phil Heath and like Kai Green, I think that they've opened up like men's classic physique again. Or classic bodybuilding. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then you have men's physique, and that's kind of got a little bit more popular than the mass monsters in the general bodybuilding world.
Yeah.
But I feel like women's physique or women bodybuilding competitions are like super crazy to me. I'm a man, so I can't really talk about it that much. But what I see them push their body to in the opposite aspect,
that shit looks like it's fucking terrible.
Like
they legit look like they're about to. If they're doing bikini, because they obviously incorporated wellness now, which is like a healthier way to compete.
They're allowed to have like bigger legs and things like that,
which is like a healthier way to compete. And but like when you're doing like bikini, bro, like these women be going to the like if they go full out, bro, they be looking like fucking skeletons, bro. And I'm like, how are you winning like a bikini competition like that? Like, no offense to you, but like obviously like you look great, like that you did like your show, like obviously you did something that probably 1% of the world can say that they've done
for sure.
So more power to you, but I'm saying like that is not healthy at all for sure.
And they don't stay that. That's another thing.
Oh yeah, they don't
is
stay
that prep. That is what you were saying earlier. People don't walk around year round like that.
Oh no, unless they're
like
on gear.
They get to that point for a couple hours for that day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then they reverse out of it.
Not for to that point for a couple hours for the day.
Well, no,
like maybe like
so they're that
maybe
point
they're at like 3% for the day, but
like when
for
they're
that
on
week
stage,
they've been there for like 4 or 5% for like at least 2-3 weeks.
Well, yeah, they have peak week and stuff like that.
Like
but
it gets so crazy that motherfuckers will get like their poop removed. Like I'm not even playing, bro. Like they'll get so lean and so dry to the point where like they'll get like their feces removed and like they'll get all like the moisture out of their ass just removed. Bro, like
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's crazy.
Bro,
so like it does affect you on like the biological and hormonal level, because like women, they typically can lose their menstrual cycle anywhere around 12% body fat. Yeah, so anything past that,
you're
like
not
their
even,
reproductive organs
you're not
aren't
even
firing.
Yeah, you're not even giving like enough body fat for your own like protective organs to like survive.
I would love to hear about that experience a little bit, because like I talk to guys all the time, but I don't think women like talk about how your girl competed, right? Yeah. So like they don't talk about kind of what that prep when you get down there looks like, and then the reverse out of it. Because I've seen a lot of like super healthy, super fit people finally to decide to compete for the first time, and they either love it and thrive in it, or it like destroys their mentality and their relationship with food and their body and fitness as a whole.
My boy just hit a home run for the Padres. Sheesh, I could have smoked too. I could have smoked too early. Who's that?
Trent Grissom.
Jeez, okay.
Damn.
Big homie.
2-0.
PEDs, get them on them.
Hey.
You think the only Tatis was running? I guarantee Tatis was being a bad influence.
Bro,
was like,
I'm sure they probably all got tested
this,
after
my
that.
boy.
Damn.
You think they all got tested? I don't think they all got tested.
Well, they do random testing all the time, but I'm sure the Padres, quote unquote, random testing got upped a little.
Maybe. You don't think the head coach knows that they're on PEDs?
Come on now. Every head coach of every team knows somebody's on something.
Fuck yeah, they do, bro. Of course they know they're on PEDs, bro. So
But
it's
they
just
can't know.
it's the organization, and I guarantee the reason why.
Well, we talked about this when he first got a suspension. The scary thing is, it's scary either way. Did Tatis do it without nobody knowing? Because that's scary. Yeah. And then there's the other scary part where you have so many people involved in this process, organization, and really when you're an athlete, you're a brand, you're a business in yourself. Your body is that business. So it's like, how many people knew? And who put it in his world? Was it a strength and conditioning coach? Was it a physical therapist? Was it a doctor? Was it a coach? Was it a friend? Like, you don't know where in that ecosystem it got put into his world, which is super scary. But to your point, like, a lot of people look the other way probably.
Oh, for sure.
Like, there's documentaries and movies of like athletes getting like injections. Like, what do we got to do to put it like back in like the 80s and 90s and shit? Like, what do we got to do to get them back on the field? And you got surgeons and crazy things. Like, did you see the Elvis movie?
I haven't watched it
Like,
yet.
they're pumping morphine into Elvis to get him back on stage.
Get him out on there, bro.
Like,
I just need him to sing, bro. I don't need him to...
Elvis family, don't come at me. I don't know what it was. That's just what I saw in the movie.
Yeah, just get him out there,
Talk to whoever made the movie.
I don't know exactly what it was, bro.
I actually don't know what they gave him. I said morphine, but I don't know what it was. But like, but they were giving him morphine. They were giving him some out of pocket shit to get him back on stage.
Morphine, my boy would have been out of it.
But that's not healthy.
Yeah, neither is competing. Competing is you're literally starving yourself.
Yeah,
to the max, like the most extreme.
Yeah, that is a like. What's the word I'm looking for? That's a challenge. That is like you're looking to challenge yourself and compete against yourself.
Compete against life, motherfucker, because you're about to die.
Like, that is not a journey of like health. That is that's something totally different.
That's why it's funny because like when people see like people compete and be like, oh yeah, like they're the epitome of health, and I'm like, that's not true. Like
in off season, maybe
off season, for sure.
Because I think a lot of those guys look better.
Oh, for sure, they look way fuller.
Walking around the gym, way fuller. After show,
they look like well gained. Like even the women, like they look again fuller. They look like they're holding their muscle better. They're more like muscular, dense. Like they obviously look better because they're not starving.
Yep.
Like
they look nourished.
You look like you've been eating today.
But low key.
But yeah, I mean, again, that's why it's a challenge, and that's why it's an extreme sport, and that's why only 1% of the population could probably do that. Like. If you like, that's why when people ask me, they're like, "Oh, why wouldn't you compete?" It's like,
well, because you thought about it one day, but then we saw how much drugs was in it.
Yeah, I thought about competing, and then again, one, I saw how many people were on PEDs, and then two, I was like, I realistically don't want to fucking starve myself. So
when I was first getting in the fitness industry, when I was a lot younger, a lot leaner, I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna do it one day. Yeah. And then for like the last 5, 6, 7 years, I was like, no way. But
more power to the people, though.
I think I'll do it one day. Just to like to say I did it, and like that, like I was saying, like that challenge to myself.
Hey, if he does it, I'll do it.
Ooh!
Hey, you heard that? If he does it, I'll do it.
The Hustle Huddle will do one. I like this.
If he does it, I'll do it.
Damn. All right, we gotta make that happen. We'll obviously no time soon.
You know I'm gonna win, but because I'm gonna go all out. I'll fucking starve myself if I have to.
Yeah, because the competitor in you is like, I can't lose.
Fucking win. I will not.
Eat and that's like the unhealthy part of it. Damn. So now that that's on air, that'll happen at some point. We'll
I don't know when, but I definitely think that if you do it, I'll do it. Fuck it.
Okay. All right, we're going to do it. Yeah, because one, I want to do it for the challenge of myself. And then two, this is the second reason because it's more stupid.
Yeah. That's a stupid reason.
The general population still sees it as like, oh, that guy is a competitor. He must know what he's talking about. Yeah. And it's like they grind so hard, and I kind of want to...
Grind so hard?
No. I want to show that... One, it's not that healthy. Like, so like kind of like go through the experience so I can talk about it.
Yes, you're right.
But then two, like for some reason it solidifies a lot of people as like a fitness professional. Like when someone's like, yeah, I've trained people for 8 years. I've been in the fitness industry 8 years. And then you've got someone else who's done 2 physique shows. They're like, oh yeah, what's your split, bro? I'm like, That guy knows how to train himself to get him to a certain image,
That
which good for
motherfucker
him.
had a trainer, bro.
Which a lot of these people have coaches.
He was doing rear delts for an hour one day.
Another thing I will say though too is a lot of people in that world are pretty dope people.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
That's
cool
another thing.
Cool
So
there are some douchebags, but they cool as hell. Majority.
majority of them are dope. So,
but yeah, I guess you're right. Like I can't speak to the full extent. Damn, did they just hit another homer?
Slammed he.
Oh, no, he got him out. I was about to say, bro, two back to back. Nah, but yeah, I mean, I guess I can't speak too much to the industry because I've never actually competed. So like, I could just be blowing smoke out my ass, bro. Like they could not be starving. And they can actually just be really eating. And
they're starving.
I know they are.
They're starving.
I know they're starving.
That was nice of you, though.
I was just being biased, bro.
So,
but yeah.
So we're committed. Hustle Huddle will be doing a show here in the next.
You the one that said it, so give them the time frame, bro.
Well, TBD.
Okay, there we go. That's what we.
And that might not be the healthiest thing, but you know what is healthy?
Our 5-minute fitness tip.
God damn, it's always healthy.
5-minute fitness tip is always healthy. And honestly, they just got some pizza, and I want a slice of that. That don't look healthy, but hey.
Damn.
Anyways, but yeah, 5-minute fitness tip.
So for this week's fitness tip, we're going to help y'all with your text neck and talk about how important posture is and having those strong rear delts, strong rhomboids, strong lats, everything. Because a lot of us suffer from,
upper cross syndrome, bro.
I was about to say, you maybe heard of upper cross syndrome. Sean,
y'all literally
break down what upper cross syndrome is?
Yeah, y'all literally got upper cross syndrome, bro. Basically what it is when you have overactive, like, chest muscles and they're just so tight and overactive, like front trap, and it's just pulling all your shoulders down and rolling your shoulders forward, and you're just sitting there like this, looking like a goddamn silverback. Like that's all upper cross, upper cross syndrome. And it's from overactive chest muscles, overactive front delts,
and weaker
rhomboids and rear delts and upper trapezius muscles. Yeah. So like, essentially, like there's only one way to fix upper cross. Well, there might be multiple ways.
There's tons of ways, but breaking
but
it down in a simple form is you need to relax that chest and upper traps to let you set back in.
Slide me one, bro. Yeah.
Hey, okay.
We gotta do that live right now.
But relax that chest, bring those shoulder blades back, and then strengthen the muscle groups in the middle and upper back.
Yeah, for sure. Because other than that, like you're not gonna get rid of that upper cross. Because the main reason why a lot of people don't have good posture is because, again, they're rhomboids and they're their core isn't strong enough to hold them upright, and then again their back isn't, and their rear delts aren't strong enough to rotate their shoulders back and down and create good posture for them. But yeah, side note, we about to take a couple shots with my boy.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Oh, appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Cheers. Yeah, that was so nice of him.
Hey, that's a thick boy too. Man. Yo, it smell like.
Hey.
To my boy out there. To the shots. I appreciate it. Go follow us.
Is he doing a shot? They all doing one?
Yeah, he doing
Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3.
Go Padres.
Tastes like Dr. Pepper. Vanilla Dr. Pepper. Ooh.
That wasn't part of the fitness tip.
Nah, don't do that. That's not healthy. That's not going to lead to you being a nice lean body machine.
No. But so why is posture and reversing that upper cross syndrome important?
Because posture leads to you can have bad posture and that could lead to like neck pain, that could lead to basically migraines and to a lot of things. But there's a lot more that goes into having good posture. Like, for example, what?
Yeah. So, being in a poor position and then isn't usually what gets you injured. Like, you're not going to get injured from having poor posture. You're going to be uncomfortable. Yeah. What's going to happen is when you go to try to do something while having that poor positioning, that's what leads to acute injury. So it's going to help with 100%. Injury prevention. It's going to help you just move better in life. You're going to feel more comfortable, less irritable. You're going to have greater range of motion. You're going to feel stronger. And then also, for aesthetics, you're going to look better. Literally, I've seen people just when they're I want to lose a couple pounds because I want to look better in my clothes and stuff like that. And then just through before they really lose any weight, but we just fix some of those muscle imbalances, they start to look better. It looks like they're carrying their weight differently. Looks like they lost 5 pounds just because they're carrying themselves better.
One, they look better. Two, and it makes you look better because you're like, you look like you're leaner because you're like carrying less pounds. And two, like you gain height too. Like, bro, like I've seen motherfuckers that are like 5'10" and then they get their posture right and they like 6'2" now, bro, because they just got a fucking caveman back for the longest, bro.
Honestly, and studies might show women like taller dudes. So for you dudes out there, fix your posture.
Yeah, your posture, your chest is out, makes you look way more confident. So you never know. Go shout us out, bro.
Sir, Hustle Huddle.
But yeah, that's it. That's the 5-minute fitness tip.
That's 5 minutes.
Unless you have more, drop for them.
No, that's 5 minutes.
I'm about to go party out here with these Padre fans, bro.
Yes,
what you talking about? And remember, hustle is the only controllable pillar of success. So if you haven't been out there hustling and liking our podcast and subscribing and going and do all that, bro, you ain't no hustler, bro. So we don't even want you to do it. So.